종전 후부터 1991년까지 81만 5천여 건에 달합니다.
So, after armistice, they violated the armistice agreement for more than 810,000 times.
Stephen here from History Hustle, and I'm standing at a DMZ, the Demilitarized Zone, at the side of North Korea. On the opposite side, there is the South. There was a war between these two countries, 1950-1953, which was started by the US imperialists, as I'll learn here. So, what actually did happen? We go back a little bit to 1910. From 1910, Korea was occupied by the Japanese Empire. This lasted all the way to August 1945. Then the Americans threw an atom bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima and one on the Japanese city of Nagasaki. With that, the Japanese Empire surrendered, and there came an end to World War II in Asia, and also the Japanese occupation of the Korean Peninsula. From that point on, Korea was divided on the 38th parallel. The north was temporarily occupied by the Soviet Union, the south by the Americans. The United Nations agreed that there had to be elections in the whole of Korea. However, the North Korean government did not agree with this. So therefore, there were only elections in the south. Syngman Rhee was chosen in 1948. And on the 15th of August that year, he established the Republic of Korea. In response to that, the communist North Korean leader Kim Il-sung declared Democratic People's Republic of Korea on the 9th of September 1948. So basically, there were now two different states with two different ideologies. On the 25th of July 1950, the North Korean army attacked the south. The United Nations condemned the attack, and a coalition force was formed, which consisted 16 nations, among them the Netherlands, led by the United States of America, to assist the South Korean army in battle. And assistance is what the South Korean army needed very badly, because only in a few months' time, the North Korean army occupied 90% of South Korea. What followed was an amphibious counterattack far behind the North Korean lines. And with help of the South Korean army, the coalition force drove away the North Korean army, away from the 38th parallel, all the way to the Chinese borders. Victory seemed at hand. But then, the People's Republic of China intervened and sent for almost 1 million communist troops across the border to assist the North Korean army. The troops of the United Nations had to draw back. At that point on, the American Supreme Commander, Douglas MacArthur, wanted to throw an atom bomb. But out of fear of a nuclear war, President Truman did not agree with this. MacArthur was put out of his position in April 1951. In the meanwhile, the war had become a stalemate, with countless victims and no progress. Peace negotiations were started in July 1951 in Kaohsiung. This took many months, and in the meanwhile, many battles were fought. The Battle of the Bloody Ridge, Triangle Hill, Pork Chop Hill demanded many lives and no progress. After the death of Soviet Union leader Joseph Stalin in March 1953, peace negotiations were resumed. And there was an armistice on the 25th of July 1953. After 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days, the Korean War came to an end. During my visit to the DPRK, we were told that the glorious North Korean army achieved a tremendous victory over the US and the UN. And guess what? They did it all by themselves. The truth is a little different. It can be said that the Korean War didn't know any winners at all. After 3 years of fighting, the border between the North and the South mainly remained unchanged. Because of continuous aerial bombardments by the US, the North lay in ruins. What happened with North Korea after this devastating war? That's what I'm going to talk about in the next video. We're going to talk about the great leaders of the DPRK. In the meanwhile, do not forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram at History Hustle. I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.